Have you ever needed to give feedback but worried the other person might take it personally? That is a common concern. Feedback can be helpful, but when it sounds like blame or criticism, people often become defensive. In this lecture, we will look at a simple way to make feedback clearer and more respectful. The goal is not to avoid honesty. The goal is to make the feedback useful by focusing on behavior, impact, and next steps. This connects strongly to the R in clear, respond professionally. When feedback is handled well, it becomes a professional response to a situation, not a personal attack. Feedback often feels difficult because it touches performance, expectations, and sometimes identity. Even when the intention is good, the message can feel personal if it is not framed carefully. A common mistake is giving feedback in broad labels. For example, saying, "You are careless," or "You are not communicating well." Those statements are vague, personal, and hard to act on. A better approach is to describe the behavior, explain the impact, and identify what would help next time. Here is a simple structure you can use: purpose, behavior, impact, and next step. Start with the purpose. Why are you bringing this up? Then describe the behavior you observed. Next, explain the impact. Finally, suggest or ask for a useful next step. This structure keeps feedback grounded in something specific. It also makes it easier for the other person to understand what can change. Let us look at a before and after example. The first version says you were not prepared. That may be true from your perspective, but it is broad and personal. It does not clearly say what was missing or what should change. The revised version is more specific. It identifies the situation, the missing information, the impact, and the next step. That makes it more useful and less personal. Here are a few phrases you can adapt. You might say, "I want to share this because it affects the timeline," or "What I noticed was that the update did not include the blockers." Then you can explain the impact and the next step. These phrases are not scripts you have to memorize. They are examples of how to keep feedback specific, respectful, and useful. Before moving on, choose one feedback situation you might need to handle in the future. Use the feedback planner to write the purpose, describe the behavior, name the impact, and identify one practical next step. This week, try practicing the structure even for low-risk feedback. The more you practice with simple situations, the easier it becomes when the conversation matters more.